In a small, quiet town named Bramblewood, there was an old, abandoned playground at the edge of the woods. The playground was said to be haunted by the ghosts of children who had mysteriously disappeared many years ago. Rusty swings creaked in the wind, the merry-go-round spun on its own, and eerie laughter could be heard at night. The townspeople called it the Phantom Playground and warned their children never to go there. But in Bramblewood, there were three friends, Sam, Lily, and Ben. Sam was the leader, always brave and daring. Lily was the smartest, always curious and ready for a challenge. Ben, the youngest, was cheerful and had a knack for finding hidden things. One summer evening, as they sat in their treehouse, Sam proposed an idea. "Why don't we explore the Phantom Playground?" he asked, his eyes gleaming with excitement. Lily gasped. "Are you serious? It's haunted." Ben, always up for an adventure, nodded eagerly. "Let's do it. Maybe we can find out what happened to those children." After some convincing, Lily agreed, and they decided to explore the playground the next day. They packed a bag with snacks, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a camera to document their findings. As the sun began to set, they made their way to the playground. The closer they got, the colder the air became. The playground was covered in shadows, and the equipment looked more menacing in the dim light. Sam led the way, holding the flashlight, with Lily and Ben close behind. They stepped onto the playground, and immediately, the air felt heavy with sadness. "Let's split up and look for clues," Sam suggested. "But stay within sight of each other." Lily and Ben agreed. Lily examined the merry-go-round while Ben checked the sandbox. Sam headed towards the swings. As he approached, the swings began to move on their own, creaking eerily. Suddenly, Ben called out, "Guys, look at this." He pointed to a small, carved wooden box half buried in the sand. They gathered around as Lily carefully opened it, revealing a worn-out diary. "It's a diary," Lily said, flipping through the pages. "It belonged to a girl named Sarah. She writes about strange things happening here, about children disappearing." As they read, they learned that the playground had once been a joyful place until a mysterious figure started appearing at dusk, luring children away. Sarah had tried to warn her friends, but she, too, had vanished. Just then, they heard the eerie laughter again, louder and closer. They looked up to see ghostly figures of children appearing all around them, their faces pale and eyes empty. The friends huddled together, terrified. One ghost stepped forward, a girl about their age. "Please, help us," she whispered. "We are trapped here by the Shadow Man. You must find his heart and destroy it to free us." "Where do we find it?" Sam asked, trying to keep his voice steady. "In the old oak tree at the center of the woods. Hurry, before he finds you," the ghost girl replied before fading away. Without wasting a moment, the friends ran into the woods, following the narrow path that led to the old oak tree. The forest was dark and foreboding, the branches seeming to reach out like skeletal hands. They arrived at the tree, its gnarled roots twisting out of the ground like serpents. Lily spotted a hollow in the trunk and reached inside, pulling out a small, black stone pulsing with a sinister energy. "This must be it," she said, her voice trembling. Suddenly, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, its red eyes glowing with anger. "You cannot take my heart," it hissed. Sam, Lily, and Ben stood their ground. "We have to destroy it," Sam said firmly. "For the children." With all their strength, they threw the stone to the ground and stomped on it. The stone shattered, and the shadowy figure let out a terrible scream before dissolving into the air. A bright light enveloped the forest, and when it faded, the ghostly children were standing around them, smiling. "Thank you," the ghost girl said. "You have freed us." The children began to fade away, their spirits finally at peace. The friends returned to the playground, which now seemed less eerie, almost peaceful. They took a final look around before heading back to town. The next day, they told their families and the townspeople about their adventure. The news spread quickly, and soon the playground was no longer considered haunted. The town restored it, and it became a place of joy once more. Sam, Lily, and Ben were hailed as heroes, and their story was told for generations. The Phantom Playground became a symbol of bravery, friendship, and the power of believing in the impossible. And so, the tale of the Phantom Playground remained a cherished memory in Bramblewood, reminding everyone that sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is face your fears together.